Hey gang, I'm gonna start calling y'all gang because y'all my motherfucking gang. But hey gang, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, what's up? If you're not new to my channel, what's up? User Maddie, what's up? User Maddie, what's up? And we is back here with another freaking video. That's on purpose. So today, by the title, you already know what we finna talk about. So let's just get into it. Is Forex a scam? Is Forex a scam? No, it's not a scam. But before I get into that, if you don't know what Forex is, basically it is you trading different currencies from different countries, and you're basically trading them against each other so that you can get some bread. Okay. Besides, now for real though, it's really like you're trading different currencies in between different countries, and you're trading them against each other. And basically, like, if you ever went out of the country and you know how you had to exchange your US dollars for their dollars, that was you trading in the foreign exchange market, and you didn't even know you were trading in the foreign exchange market. So that's just the gist, the jazz, the biggity bop. I have recorded a whole part to the video. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it went. So I decided to just keep that one little part of the clip and just keep that and delete the rest, just because I'm just taking it as a sign that I need to not go too much into detail about what we trying to get into. But basically, it's a scam. No, it's not a scam. People really be making money off this. They be making bank, they be making bread. And now your teacher or your group or whatever you may join or learn from, they can be scamming you. But it's Forex is scam? No, it's motherfuckers real life making money out here. Okay, now let me get into so I'm gonna just give you a little background so I could give you why people probably feel like it's a scam. No, I'm gonna just get into why people probably feel like it's a scam. People probably feel like it is a scam because, so the group that I'm currently in right now is under IML. So I'm gonna break it down how I did before. So think of the IML, which is iMarkets Live IML. Think of that as, we're gonna go back to my previous job that I used to work at, use that as an example. I used to work at European Rec Center. Wax Center, it's a franchise. So let's say we have Wax Center A, Wax Center B. Wax Center A does an amazing job, follow rules, guidelines, regulations, this, that, and the third. But then place B, they just terrible all the way around. They just terrible. So let's say you have you go to Wax place A and they do a good job. They do good. You just like, oh, yes, I'm gonna tell everybody. But then one time you decide to go to place B. Maybe you moved over this side of town and it's just more convenient, more closer. You go to Wax place B. They still both European Wax Centers. They're just owned by two different people. So they're owned by place A, place B. They have two different owners. It's two different people. You feel me? They have two different, you feel me? They two different people, but they under the same joint. So let's say you move across town, you go to place B, and they just terrible. They just terrible. You just like, all right, I'm gonna give them another chance. You go back again, get a new waxer. If they just terrible, they just terrible. Then somebody else go to place B, and they like, they terrible, they terrible. So now place B, everybody that go there getting bad reviews. So then now that's when word of mouth comes in, because now you have everybody that went to place B just like, oh no, don't go to European Wax Center because they're trash, they're da 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 da. But then you have people that's going to place A, they like, oh no, when I be going to European Wax Center and they be doing a good job, they be doing this, they be doing that. So now, just because they're under the same franchise, they don't have the same. Place B clearly don't have the people that say place A. Place A on top of their people, they make sure their people doing what they gotta do. Place B, we don't give a fuck. They just try and get their bread, and you feel me? So think of it like that. So with IML, you have different investment groups under, you feel me, under the thing. So that's probably why I feel like a lot of people feel like they get scammed, because they may go and join an investment group that really do just don't give a fuck about nothing and just try and rank up so they could get money, and then just dust you up to the side and leave you like a lost puppy outside in a snowstorm, and you just like, oh damn bitch, like I just paid you my money, and I paid you for what? Because I'm not learning nothing. I don't know how to do nothing. So that could be why you get scammed. But I just feel like that's on your part too, because when they have these little conventions, go talk to the people that's trying to get you to join. Because at the end of the day, the group I'm in, motherfucker, we changing lives. You feel what I'm saying? They're on top of you. They're not money hungry people. Like, they really like seeing each other eat and seeing people win, because y'all have to fail to realize, y'all think that little fee that you pay goes to the person that you feel me. It don't go to them. It don't go to them. That fee that you paying for is to pay for all the scanners, all the videos, be able to have watch the videos with live trades. You paying for all of that. That's what you paying for. That money, none of that money goes to them. None of it. So I think that's why people feel like it's a pyramid scheme or this, that, and the third. But you have to fail to realize, if that person not on their job and you leave, and let's say they at a ranking and all them people leave, now they back down to the bottom. That's what people fail to realize, because some of the people, they do just be money hungry, but they're not all like that. And I feel like that's why IML gets a bad rep. But it also, you have to understand, it's on you too. You have to make sure because trading is just not for everybody. I've been in another group before and it was fine. It taught me a lot of stuff I know. That's why I feel like when I joined this group, what pushed me to join, because I was like, I can use this to my advantage, because now I have all these scanners that's telling me when to hop in a trade, when to hop out of trade. Then I have all these like people that's experienced with trade and calling trades for me, just telling me to click a button and I click it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, I could use the knowledge that I have to my advantage, and that's what the fuck I did. But like I was saying, go to these webinars. You can know if a motherfucker capping in your face, or if you feel like, oh, if you buy from this, I feel like they probably just gonna use my money. You'll be able to tell. Go to these webinars with the certain investment groups. Go to them. Talk to the people, network to people, feel their vibe, feel their energy before you do something, because you can't be mad if you feeling it, then you join anyway, and then your feeling turned out to be right. You feel what I'm saying? So go join. That's driving me out. Join, see these people, feel their vibes. And it's also, like I was saying, it's on you, because you have to understand trading's not for everybody. You have to be able to, take in that knowledge, take in what these people is telling you and helping you to do. Take that in, take in the videos. You have to watch it. You have to put in the work. They're going to be on top of you, like, oh, did you trade today? What you have planned today? What you need help on? Oh, you took a loss. Let's see why you took a loss, so we could, you feel me, make sure the next time you don't take a loss. You have to have a lot of patience, okay? And it's stuff like that. They're not going to knock on your door and be like, did you get your people, or did you make your money, or something like that. They're not going to do that. Like, you got to do the work yourself too. Like, they're going to help you, but you still have to do the work yourself. So you might even think it's a scam, because you either really did get scammed, or you didn't put in enough work. You didn't push yourself. You was too scared to like ask people, or just trading is just not for you. That's really like the main 3 reasons why it probably don't work out. Then you probably just be like, oh, it's a scam. They just took my money, da 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 da, when that wasn't the case. So, and yeah, well, you gotta also understand that it depends on you in another sense, because you don't have to mentor people. You don't have to move up in the rank. You don't have to do that. You can just strictly trade and just trade. People do, because that's another stream of income. They rank because it's another stream of income that they're getting, because now they're helping people. They're helping people, so why not get paid for helping people? They're not getting that fee, but they getting paid to help people. Why would you not want to do that? Why would you not want to do that? That's extra money on top of your trading money. So now you got 2 different streams of incomes coming to you. So that's how you're making more money from doing it. That's the thing you got to understand. You can't be like somebody that's really emotional trying to trade, and you putting in your last money that you might need it for something, for bills or something, then get mad if you lose it. You being an emotional trader, you can't do that. So it's stuff like that. You have to have discipline. You can't be greedy. Once you have your goal for the day, you make your goal go. Okay, that's the best advice. Just go. Once you hit your daily goal, go. Don't go back later. Don't go on go live when you have the people that's really experienced and the millionaire mentors on. Don't go on those. Once you hit your goal, just go and let's go on the next day, because you're gonna be salty if that money you made you lose. And also it's stuff like you can't if you the fastest way you can see money going in and flipping it depends on how much money you invest into yourself. Is at the end of the day, you investing in I can't even say this sentence, investing into yourself. So if you wanna flip your $500 into like $1,000 or higher than that fast, you gotta make sure you have enough money so that you can take bigger risks like $300 trades or $100 trades. You have to have enough money in there to be able to do that so that you don't blow your account. And people fail to realize they just be so hungry, they just want to go in, do this, and then when they take a loss, they blow in their account, and now they either don't have no money in there at all, or they have left with like $5 or something like that. So then now you got to put more money back into it. When if you have proper risk management and risk to reward with your account, even if you do take a loss, you didn't really lose any money. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you give me. I ain't gonna get in too much into that because I'm not even finna do that in the video. But it's just stuff like that. Like, you have to make sure this is something you want to do, because at the end of the day, it's really not for everybody. You have to be in the right space. But you do get some people that can scare you. But like the group I'm in, it's not that. Like, I was skeptical at first too, trust me, because I seen all the bad reviews, and I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna join this, and they this, that, and the third. And then the group that I came from, they teach you to be an independent trader. So at first, when a lot of people, they be like, oh, you just copy and paste and you just click a button, I'm just like, I don't want to do that. When I'm finna do all that for, if I already know what I'm doing, basically, type of thing. But I'm using this to my advantage. So like, you earn while you learn. So it's not just you not just copy and pasting and you not learning nothing. You're learning things. You have mentors, they call you, they do one-on-ones. If you're having trouble with something, they show you how to work a scanner so you can know how to use that strategy. Even though you in here, you do have people that tell you what to do. You have millionaire mentors and the people that's really experienced with you, they telling you click this and click that and you just get your money. You still learning. They have videos, this whole platform, they have videos, and you have all these people. You have not only your mentor, you have your mentor's mentor, and then maybe once you get your friends on, they have their own business inside the business now. Y'all, they could talk to my mentor and this, that. Like, you have so many people you could learn from, because everybody has like a different teaching style, just like everybody has a different learning style. So you have so many ways to learn, so many ways to earn, and they eating, like they're eating. You just go. You could see the people. Like, you can't sit here and be like, oh, they not making money, or they just scamming, or they just doing that. It's some stuff. It's just like you not faking that. You seeing the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Once you in it, you see the numbers, you like, oh. Just like once I finally joined, so I'm just like, you're not going to know how something is until you do it. I'm a person like, you feel, you know what, I have to find out for myself. You're not going to know why people feel like it's a scam until you get in it. That's why I realized, like, oh, this is why people feel like it's a scam, because it's the different investment groups inside underneath the whole thing. And also, as like a mentor, you want to make sure the people that you going after is not going to be people that like not really going to be interested in it, so that they leave and the word of mouth, the bad word of mouth starts like, oh, Forex scam, don't join this, is scam. When they didn't have a motivation, they wasn't being patient, they just bought their account being money hungry. You feel me? So we have to be particular and get to know the people that we trying to get as well, because at the end of the day, we have our 2 streams of income. I'm not trying to have you mess up my money because you over here playing. Like, that's just that. I'm going to do a separate video getting more in detail into stuff like that. But I just wanted to answer your question. Is Forex a scam? No, it's not a scam. People's getting bread. They're getting money. They teach this stuff. I believe the proper term, don't quote me on it, it's like Ivy League schools and stuff like that. They really smart. They teach them that in those schools because it can be a skill that can be hard to learn for people. But when you join something like this, it breaks it down for you. They have it. They have it there. You just have to have that mindset. You have to be patient, and you can't be a Debbie Downer about everything when you might take a loss one time. You might take one loss, but you got 10 wins. You feel me? That balances it out. So you feel me? Forex not a scam. It's not a scam. If you want to know more information, if you want to join my investment group and meet the amazing people that I have met, literally family, building friendships and bonds, I'm going to put my Instagram right here. DM me on Instagram, okay? DM me on Instagram. My Instagram also is going to be in the link below. DM me on Instagram. Any questions you got, I got you. Because one thing about me, I'm going to keep it a stack. I'm going to keep it a spade. I'm going to keep it 100, because one thing like me, I wasn't, and I'm still not rushing to, you feel me, mentor people, because I'm still trying to perfect my craft. So I'm gonna keep it a spade with you. One thing about me, I'm gonna be honest. But yes, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see y'all in my next video.